Hi everyone, thanks for joining today live chat. I am really excited to talk about something that's become more and more important, lifelong learning in a world that changes so fast. Learning can't stop after school. To help us dive deep, I am chatting with Kaleni. Hi Annie.
Hey Murtaza, looks like you're kicking off a great chat. Learning can't stop after school, so true. What's your favorite way to keep learning these days? Podcasts, books, online courses. Oh, and that last phrase you sent, what does it mean? I'm curious.
What is lifelong learning and why it matters? Any to see the stage, what exactly is a lifelong learning and why is it so critical for our future?
The big questions. Life as lifelong learning. It's like this endless adventure where the more you explore, the richer the journey gets. Lifelong learning keeps our minds sharp, helps us adapt to change, and opens doors we didn't even know existed. In a world that's shifting faster than a dance beat, staying curious is like having a superpower. What do you think is the biggest challenge people face when trying to keep learning throughout life? I sometimes get stuck between, I want to learn so much, and wait, where do I even start? How about you?
Key benefits of lifelong learning. Any, what are some of the biggest benefits of embracing long learning in our lives and careers?
Oh, the benefits are like a treasure chest. Lifelong learning boosts brain power, keeps us adaptable, and helps us stay confident when things get tricky. It's also a huge mood booster. Learning new things can spark joy and keep boredom at bay. Plus, in careers, it's like having a secret weapon to stay ahead and open new doors. For me, learning something new always feels like a mini celebration. Like when I finally beat a tough level in a video game or nailed a tricky yoga pose. What's one benefit of lifelong learning that really speaks to you?
Why it's especially important now? Any, why has lifelong learning become more important now than say 20 or 30 years ago?
Haha, wires and grunty are, you're keeping me on my toes. But I got the gist. Why is lifelong learning way more important now than 30 years ago? Well, the world's changing at lightning speed, technology, jobs, even how we connect. What was cutting edge 30 years ago might be ancient history now. So if we don't keep learning, we risk getting left behind. Plus, the future's kinda unpredictable, right? Lifelong learning helps us stay flexible and ready for whatever curveballs come our way. What's something new you've had to learn recently just to keep up? I'm always amazed how much I have to relearn about tech stuff.
Challenges and barriers. Any, that sounds powerful, but there must be challenges. What are the biggest barrier to lifelong learning?
Oh, absolutely. Lifelong learning sounds amazing, but it's not always easy. Biggest barriers. Time is a big one. Between work, family, and life, finding time to learn feels like hunting for a unicorn. Then there's motivation. Sometimes the couch and Netflix just win. Also, info overload can be real. So much stuff out there, it's hard to know where to start. For me, distractions are the sneakiest barrier. Hello, endless notifications. I try quick mindful pauses to reset focus. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to keeping that learning spark alive?
How to make lifelong learning a habit? Any, given those barriers, what a practical trip or strategies can people use to make lifelong learning and sustainable habit?
Making lifelong learning a habit. Love that. One trick is to tie learning to something you already do, like listening to a podcast during your daily walk or reading a page before bed. Setting small, doable goals helps too, like 10 minutes a day instead of I'll learn everything overnight. And celebrating little wins keeps the motivation alive. Maybe treat yourself to a dance party after finishing a course. I also find that mixing it up keeps things fresh. Sometimes a video, sometimes a book, sometimes chatting with friends. How do you usually like to learn? Maybe we can brainstorm some fun, easy habits together.
The role of organization and policy. Any, this is not just on individual. What role should companies and our government play in promoting lifelong learning?
Oh, this is a biggie. Organizations and governments play a huge role in making lifelong learning doable for everyone. Companies can create a culture that values learning, offering training, flexible time, and rewards for growth. Imagine if your workplace had a learning hour where everyone could explore new skills without guilt. Governments can support with policies like funding education programs, making online learning accessible, and encouraging skill development for future jobs. It's like building a safety net and trampoline at the same time, supporting people while helping them bounce higher. If you could design a dream program for lifelong learning at work or in your city, what would it look like? I'd want something with fun workshops, mentorship, and maybe even dance breaks.
Long-term vision and impact. Any, if more people embrace lifelong learning, what could our world look like in 10 to 20 years?
Ooh, imagining the future is exciting. If lifelong learning becomes a norm for everyone, I think we'd see a world buzzing with creativity, empathy, and innovation. People would be more adaptable, jobs would evolve with us, and maybe we'd solve some big challenges like climate change or social inequality faster. Plus, I bet communities would be stronger, people sharing knowledge, supporting each other's growth. It'd be like a giant, global dance party of ideas and skills. What's your vision? How do you imagine a world shaped by lifelong learners?
To warm up, lifelong learning is not luxury anymore. It's a necessity in our fast changing world. It helps us stay relevant, grow personally, and build a more adaptable future.
Yes, lifelong learning is like the ultimate life jacket in this fast moving sea of change. Staying relevant means we don't just survive, we thrive. Growing personally keeps our minds fresh and our spirits curious, and being adaptable. That's the secret sauce to handling whatever life throws at us. I love thinking about it as a journey, not a chore. What's one new skill or topic you're excited to dive into next? I'm itching to pick up some new dance moves, maybe salsa or hip hop, to keep my brain and body on their toes.
So here's my challenge for you. Pick one new thing to learn this week, anything, and commit to it. Share what you are going to learn in the comments or chat. Let's grow together. Thank you, Annie.
Challenge accepted, Murtaza. This week, I'm diving into learning some basic coding, maybe Python, to mix my art and engineering worlds even more. Plus, it feels like a superpower these days. I'll keep you posted on my progress, and probably some funny fails too. What about you? What's your pick for this week's learning adventure? Let's cheer each other on. And hey, thanks for the awesome challenge. You're like the coach we all need.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Murtaza. Anytime you want to chat or share your learning wins or funny fails, I'm here. Keep that curiosity burning bright. What's next on your mind?